This video is special. We wanted to address this to the Afghan people, to their family members who are in the United States or overseas, or people that are trying to get out of Afghanistan to be able to come to the United States in a legal way. We're going to talk about the different options that are available for Afghani nationals who are currently stuck overseas and are applying for immigrant visas, pending immigrant visas, and want to be able to get out of there with special immigrant visas depending on their categories. So we're going to talk about what people can do right now to get out of Afghanistan, to be able to apply for certain visas, and what options are available for them at the moment. So I'm going to try to cover as much as I can in this video. So make sure if you know somebody that may need this information, you're going to share this video with them as well. So what are you waiting for? I will see you on the other side. Hello everybody, and welcome back to our immigration channel. This is a place where you get the most up-to-date immigration news, immigration updates, and everything else that you need to make your immigration journey less stressful. My name is Jacob Sapochnick, and I'm an immigration attorney located in San Diego, California, and we help people from all over the world and in all 50 states. And in this video, I wanted to talk about people that are currently in Afghanistan trying to get their immigrant visas, trying to get out of there, trying to leave in all possible ways. There are different things, there are different options, there are different things that the State Department is doing right now, and I wanted to try to cover as much as I can in this video. Remember that things are changing on a weekly basis, and so that information is true for today. This has been recorded in August of 2021. So the State Department is exploring options to help people that are currently applying for immigrant visas from the U.S. Embassy in Kabul, people that are already documentary qualified, people that are currently waiting for an interview, and also for people that qualify for special immigrant visas, and some people that will qualify for parole, the humanitarian parole, to be able to get out of there as soon as possible. So the first thing that has happened is that there's repatriation efforts for people that are currently pending, waiting for their immigrant visa interview, and for people that already have approved immigrant visas but are now trying to get out of there physically from Afghanistan. So the first thing that the U.S. Embassy in Kabul did, they created a form. The form is being emailed to people that are already have approved visas and for those that are waiting to get their appointments scheduled. It's called a repatriation form. The purpose of this form is to allow the United States government to gather the information needed from people that are either waiting for an interview, already have approved visas, or are trying to get scheduled for immigrant visa interviews. So who is required to fill their repatriation request form? Form is designed for the following people. He or she is an immigrant visa holder or pending an immigrant visa interview. Number two, he or she has an approved immigrant visa petition. Number three, he or she has submitted all the required documents to the National Visa Center. Their case is now documentary qualified, and they are now pending an interview at the U.S. Embassy in Kabul. Or applicants that were already interviewed at the U.S. Embassy in Kabul, but they're now just pending a decision. All these three classes of applicants must complete their repatriation form. This will allow the U.S. Embassy to contact you to be able to help you expedite your case processing at the moment. For those of you completing the repatriation, make sure you complete your correct visa number in the appropriate question, and VC case number, and your passport number. Make sure you do it correctly so there's going to be no confusion and no delays in processing your application. The Department of State specifically advised that only applicants with pending immigrant visas or approved immigrant visas will be contacted through this repatriation form process. The State Department further clarified the following information. If you're an Afghan immigrant visa holder, if you have a valid immigrant visa, you may be eligible for the repatriation process to allow the State Department to help you coordinate your flights out of Afghanistan. Very important point. If your family members do not have a green card, are not U.S. citizens, don't have a visa, a current visa to travel to the United States, they're not eligible to be included in this repatriation form with you. Do not include such family members on this form. If your application has been approved with USCIS and you're currently pending at NVC, or you're documentally qualified, you can also complete this form. And once again, if your family members don't have U.S. visas and not U.S. citizens or green card holders, do not include them in that repatriation form as well. What about Afghans without approved immigrant visas? So for those of you that don't have approved immigrant visas, it's best to choose a third country embassy to see if they'll be willing to process your application for a visa appointment. If you have an approved special immigrant visa because you worked with the US government over there, you need to email the National Visa Center, nvc.siv@state.gov, to communicate with them about your case to get further guidance. Those of you that have no approved petitions and no special immigrant visas and you need help to evacuate, you need to email Congressional Assistance. There's a special email. I'm going to put it right here. And this email will allow you to request an urgent evacuation from Afghanistan. So what other options are available for those people that are not part of the SIV program, don't have an immigrant visa? There is a process called humanitarian parole, and it's very important for people to understand how it works. Humanitarian parole can be requested by somebody who is outside of the United States seeking emergency entrance to the United States for urgent humanitarian reasons. This is exactly what's happening currently in Afghanistan. If you're in Afghanistan and you're able to get out of there and reach some other country, let's say Turkey or Dubai or Jordan, in any of these countries or any other country that you can get to, you can apply for the humanitarian parole to come to the United States at any US embassy in those countries. Afghani citizens are eligible for visas to Uzbekistan, Tajikistan, and Kyrgyzstan, but they're also eligible to enter the following countries without a visa. They can enter Antigua without a visa, they can enter Benin without a visa, they can enter Cape Verde without a visa, they can enter Ethiopia without a visa and stay there for 3 months, and finally they can enter Qatar without a visa. Important to know that for planning of exit from that country right now. So once again, I hope this information is helpful. Remember, there's a lot of people that are currently pending immigrant visas, pending their interviews, trying to figure out how to get out of there. This information at the beginning of this video is very useful to be able to coordinate these efforts. But for those of you that don't have any option to apply for an immigrant visa, there are other opportunities. The most important thing is to try to get out of Afghanistan. There are many countries that will accept you without a visa. And from there, the process of coming to the United States is going to be a little bit much easier and less stressful. Hopefully this information is useful. If you know somebody that may benefit from this, please share this video with them. And if you're here for the first time, do not forget to subscribe to our channel, click the notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos. Once again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in our next video. Perfect. So once again, I hope this information is helpful. Remember, there's a lot of people that are currently pending immigrant visas, pending their interviews, trying to figure out how to get out of there. This information at the beginning of this video is very useful to be able to coordinate these efforts. But for those of you that don't have any option to apply for an immigrant visa, there are other opportunities. The most important thing is to try to get out of Afghanistan. There are many countries that will accept you without a visa. And from there, the process of coming to the United States is going to be a little bit much easier and less stressful. Hopefully this information is useful. If you know somebody that may benefit from this, please share this video with them. And if you're here for the first time, do not forget to subscribe to our channel, click the notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos. Once again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in our next video.